Mr. Lacey made another YouTube video. Let's watch it. Mr. Lacey, can I go to the toilet, please? I just had a 20-minute break, but I didn't bother going at that time because I am so lazy.
Hello students, I am Mr. Lacey. I am here to drop some mathematical knowledge. I want you to remember some things. Always show your workings. Don't stare at a question and expect the answer to magically appear from the page. Write down the information given in the question. This will help to calm you down and will get your brain working in the right direction. Trust me on this, I am a master of mathematics.
Mr. Lacey, can I please go to get some water? I also need to go to my locker to get my pencil, and I also need to go to the art room to get my ruler. I will only take 25 minutes, Mr.
Mr. Lacey, I'd like to take a walk around the school for 15 minutes. I need an excuse but I can't think of one right now.
Bruh.
Mister, I need to do something but I don't remember what it is. All I know is that I need to leave the class for 10 minutes.
Okay students, go ahead. I will see you with 15 minutes to go to the end of the lesson.
Yeah, boy. One eternity later.
Right, you're back. Now, listen to my advice one more time. Number 1, always show your workings. Number 2, don't stare at a question and expect the answer to magically appear from the page. You should write down the information given in the question. Doing this will get you started on the question and make it much easier for your brain to figure out the next step. Number 3, if you don't completely understand something, then ask your teacher. I am here to help. Now, enough talking. Like my video and subscribe if you want. Let's get on with doing these maths questions.
Alright, let's go through this and get it done as best we can. So here we go. First question. There are 210 counters in a bag. 30 of these are red. Work out the number of red counters. Alright. So the way to do this, well, we know 30%, yeah? That's the first thing we notice. So 30% is the same as what? It's the same as 30 over 100. So it's 30 over 100 when this decides to write. Yeah, and we're going to multiply that by 210. You can do this on your calculator, it's totally fine. So you can just cancel like this, and the 2 zeros cancel, so we're left with 3 times 21 is 63. 63, that's it. So you can do it on your calculator, you'll also get 63. And that's it. So we'll move down here. Reflect the shaded shape in the mirror line. So we pick our favorite point, say this point, and we go perpendicular to the mirror line. So 1, 2. So 1 to the mirror line, so we go 1 on the other side, which is here. This point, 1 to the mirror line, 1 on the other side. This point, 2, 3 to the mirror line, so we go 1, 2, 3 on the other side. This point here, we go 3 to the mirror line, 3 on the other side. This one, 4 to the mirror line, so we go 4 on the other side. Down here, 4 to the mirror line, so we got 4 steps on the other side. Here, 3 and 3. And finally this one, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Done. So all we need to do then is join the points together to make our shape. So just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just join the dots, which I think everybody can do, except me. Here you go, done. And that's it. Easy peasy, mirror image. Here, okay, let's see this. This is a bit messy, isn't it? It's right down at the bottom of the page. So I'll copy that and I'll bring it over to the other side. Oops, I'll come back. Yeah, there we go. I'll bring it over here. Yeah, that question was a bit nasty. It was right at the bottom of the page. So I'm just going to tidy this up a little bit, just bear with me a second. That looks a bit better. Okay, so I'll move these two up here and we will cover that up. That's better. Okay, so Lydia is buying a ring and it costs £60. She pays a deposit of 40%. How much is the deposit? Well, it's the same as the previous question where we got 30% of 210. This time it's 40%. Percent means per 100. See the 0, 0 and the 1? Just think of it like that. 40% of means multiply by 60. So if you can do that on a calculator, it's fine. So you can just go, that cancels with that cancels with that. So we have 4 times 6 divided by 1. 4 times 6 is 24 pounds. We know 50% of 60 is like 30 pounds. So this makes sense. Also, you could have said like 10%. 10% of 60 is 6. So 40% obviously is going to be 6 times 4, right? And that equals 24. So you could have done it that way. There's a few other ways, but that's it. We move on. Shape A is shown on the grid. It must be at the bottom of the grid. Yes. What do we do with it? Enlarge it to a scale factor of 3. All that means is whatever the side length is, just multiply it by 3. And it'll be 3 times bigger. So let's start here at this bottom line. So we have 1, 2, 3 steps. Okay. So we can put it wherever we want. Let's just put it here. Okay. So that's that point, say. So we go 1, 2, 3. We have to go 3 times that, which is 9. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yep. So that'll bring us to here. And then we go up 2. But we have to go 3 times that, which is 6. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's that. And then we go across 1, 2, 3. That'll bring us to here. So we go across 9. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. So we have that, and that. So this is our last point. These ones are done. So let's do it. So we have to go from here, which is this point, across 1 and up 1, and that'll bring us to here. So we go across 3 and up 3. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, and we go 1, 2, 3, and it's there. And that's it. So then we just join them up. Alright. So just join them up then, and you are done. Oops, a daisy. Do that again. Alright, so yeah, it's as simple as that really. So just stick to your guns, stick to the method, and you'll be alright. So I guess we should be precise here. There we go. That's a bit better. And yeah, that's it. Done. Do they look similar? Yes, they do. Okie dokie. Move ahead. Okay. Sally has £520. Katie has £360. They give 15% of their money to charity. What's the total amount of money they give to charity? Alright. So there's 2 ways to do this. We can get the total amount of money they have and get 15% of that. Or we can get 15% of Sally's and 15% of Katie's and then just add them together. So the first way, let's call it 1. This is the first way you can do it. So you say 520 plus 360. When you do that, you get 880. So the total is 880, okay? Okay, so we get 15% of 880. So it's 15 over 100 times 880. If you do this with your calculator, it'll be nice and easy. And that's fine, you can do that. I'm going to do it by hand here. So 0 cancel with 0. So 15 times 8 is 120. So I can say that equals 120. And then we look at this is the 80, okay? 15 times 80 is 1,200. So it's going to be that over 10, okay? So that equals 1320 over 10. And you just cancel the zeros. So that equals 132 pounds. Now, you can just do that by a calculator, it's fine. So you can skip that part, okay? As long as you have to here, and then you just get that. And that's your answer, okay? You can do this on calculator, you don't need to do it like me. I'm just showing you it can be done. So here, or else you can get like 88 times 15, and yeah, the result you'll get is 1320, which is that. Alright, I'll move on. The second way you can do it is get 15% of each. So you get 15 over 100 times 520. Okay, yeah, 15% of Sally's. So when you do that, you get 78 pounds, okay? And then you get 15% of Katie's, which is 15 over 100 times 360. And when you do that, you get 54 pounds. So you just add them together to get the total. So 54 plus 78. And when you do that, you get 132 pounds, which is the same. All right. And that's that. So you just put that in as your answer here. 132. Done. All right, here, this one is simple. Reflect the shape in the mirror line. Okay, well, this point here and this point here are on the mirror line, so they don't move. This one, you go 1, 2, so you go 1, 2 on the other side. This one, 1, 2, so you go 1, 2 on the other side. And that is that. No problem. So yeah, so then you just join the points and you are finito. That's it. Alright, done. And that's it. It's as easy as that. Just make sure the lines actually connect. Okay, done. Next. So in enlargement, what's the scale factor? Alright. Well, what's the size of this side? It's 1 block. So this one is 2. So it's the scale factor is 2 because 2 times bigger. This top bit here is 2 blocks. On here it's 4. So it's 2 times bigger. So the scale factor is simply 2. That's it. Easy peasy. 7, not quite as easy, but we'll do it nonetheless. So a pile of sand has a weight of 60 kilograms, is put into a small, medium and large bag in the ratio 2:7. Work out the weight of each bag, okay? Weight of sand in each bag. So with 60 kilograms, so 12 parts, 2 plus 3 plus 7, that's 12 parts. 12 parts give us 60 kilograms, right? So 1 part would weigh 60 over 12, 60 divided by 12, which is 5 kilograms. So each part weighs 5 kilograms. So we have 2 to 3 to 7. So 2 times 5, this is 2 parts for a small bag. 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, 3 times 5 is 15. 7 parts, 7 times 5 is 35. So we have small is 10 kilograms, medium, I'll just put med, is 15, and large is 35. Okay, that's it. No problem. So we go on. I think we have to put in that answer up here. Yeah. So it's 10, 15, 35. That's it. Okay, question 8. We're almost finished. Single transformation, okay, that describes mapping A onto B. So what we see here, you see this vertical line? That's now the horizontal. So what's actually happened here is this has been rotated around to here. Okay, it's been turned around. So what angle is that? It's 90 degrees, okay? So it's a quarter of a circle. So we can see it's a rotation. What direction is that? That's clockwise, because that's the way the clocks go, right? Rotation clockwise, and as we said, it was 90 degrees. Rotation clockwise, 90 degrees. Now, there's a thing that I briefly showed you in the class one day, but we didn't do too much of it. I think I included a video on Google Classroom. I'll include it in this section of Google Classroom too. So there's a point about which you rotate. In this case, that point is here. You're probably like, well, how am I supposed to find that? Okay, you need tracing paper to find it basically, okay? So you need tracing paper, you mark out your points, you put your pencil on certain points and you rotate the tracing paper. And if it ends up where the image is, this is the image, that's the object, then that means it's the center. But if it doesn't, it means you have to search a different point. Probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense what I'm saying now. Look at the video that I post with this and it'll make sense. So I gave full marks for people who said rotation clockwise 90 degrees, just to be clear. But anyway, this point is 1, 4, so it's the point 1, 4. So we could say center of rotation. So the people who did write this, I gave you an extra mark. But I didn't take marks off people who didn't write it, okay? Center of rotation, 1, 4. Have a look at the video, it'll make sense. It's very difficult to do it here without tracing paper, okay? Just trust me on it. Anyway, if you said rotation clockwise 90 degrees, you got 3. Or you should have got 3, let's say. Okay, so here we go. Now, question 9. There are 20 red counters and 15 blue counters in a bag. Write down the ratio of the number of reds to the number of blues in its simplest form. That's important. Don't miss that or you'll lose a mark. So we have 20 red and we have 15 blue. Yeah. What's a common factor? We know any number that ends in a 0 and any number that ends in a 5 can be divided by 5. So let's do that. 20 divided by 5 is 4. And 15 divided by 5 is 3. That's it. These guys have no common factors except 1, which is not a prime number. So we're just going to be left with 4 to 3. And that's it. Okay, a lot of people tripped up here. Some people got close. I don't think anyone got it fully. Some people got very close though. There are only red counters and blue counters in a bag. X red counters are taken from the bag. Y blue counters are taken from the bag. Write an expression in terms of X and Y for the total number of counters now in the bag. Okay, so we had 20 reds and we had 15 blue, yeah? Now, we took out X red, so we took out some number of red counters, but we don't know what that number is. But we took it out, so that's minus X, yeah? So let's say we had the 20 reds and we had 15 blue, so we can say that's 20 red plus 15 blue, okay? That's what we originally had. 20 red, 15 blue. We took out X red counters and we took out Y blue counters. We took away Y blue counters, yeah? That makes sense? So we had 20 reds, we took away X. We also had 15 blues. We took away Y. Could be 4, 7, 11, I don't know. Some number of them. Okay, so it's an expression. So usually with an expression, you're going to have numbers and letters. It's not just going to be a number. Technically, a number could be an expression, but generally, it's going to be like a number and a letter. So you're going to have 20 plus 15 because they're like terms. Yeah, let's tidy it up. 20 plus 15 means we have 35. And minus x minus y, they're unlike terms. So it's just 35 minus x minus y. Think about this for a second. Like at the start we had 20 reds and we had 15 blue. So that's a total of 35, right? We had 35 counters. And then we took away x and we took away y. So it's just 35, take away x, take away y, and that's it. Simples. Alright, we'll move on. And hopefully this is the last question. It is. So I guess I should put that up there. 35 minus x minus y. Done. Right, so we have to here reflect shape P in the line y equals x. So here we always have to go perpendicular to this line. So that means we have to go at 90 degrees. See the way this, if you come down here, that angle there is 90 degrees. So all of these lines are going to be 90 degrees to this. Okay, so it's going to be 90 degrees, 90 degrees. We're all going to go along these lines. So let's look at the first point, this point here. So to get to the line, the mirror line, we have to go one diagonal and a half. We have to do the same on the other side. So we go a half and one. That's one and a half, that's one and a half. Here we just go a half. So on the other side we're going to go a half. Here we go 1, 2 diagonals. On the other side we go 1, 2 diagonals. Now these are just guidelines to show you what we're doing. So that's it. And then we just join the dots, which I think everybody is expert at. Alright, so we just join the dots. Boom, boom, and boom. And we are finished. Done. So you see what's happened? This long line here, the 3 square long line, that's become horizontal, okay? This is P dash, means the image. This is the object, the original shape. This is the image, the new copied shape. Okay, looks like there is something else here. B. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Oh, great. So, describe fully the single transformation that maps A onto B. Okay, have a look at it. The shapes, has it been rotated? No, because it's in the same orientation, right? Up to the right and back up. Up, this is to the right and back up. Okay. Has it been reflected? No. Has it been translated? Has it been moved? Yes, it has been. So let's pick a point. Pick this point. So where's the equivalent of that point on this shape? It's going to be here, right? So how do you get from this to this? So we go, let's see, we go across 2. So that's minus 2 because it's to the left. So minus 2, and we go down 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's check it out. 1, 2, that's minus 2 across. 1, 2, 3, 4. Minus 4 down. So we call this a translation. When we move something, it's called a translation. So it's a translation. So I would say, that's an O. Translation by, and just put in the vector. Remember the vector? So how much across? Remember it's x. Remember the vectors are like this. Yeah, always x, y. That tells you how far it moves in the x direction, how far it moves in the y direction. So we have minus 2, minus 4. Minus 2, minus 4. We can check that. Say this point here, go minus 2. 1, 2, minus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there it is. Okay? That's it. There's a mark scheme along with this, so you can have a look at that if you want. I'm pretty sure everything I did was right. Yeah, so there you go. That's all good. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. And we can go through things together in the class. But that's it. Thanks, and have a good weekend. See ya.
Well, hopefully, that all makes sense to you. Now you can go back to making TikTok videos and practicing the sturdy. See you later.